It is very nice to greet you again. In today's video we will talk about the following. What does it mean when your dog's poop is yellow? Today we'll talk about the yellow color of your dog's stool. I'll also talk about the normal color of your dog's stool, as well as the different causes of yellow stool. Let's dive deeper into that right now. What color should a healthy dog's poop be? Typically, a healthy, happy dog's stool should be chocolate brown. Depending on changes in its diet, the color can range from medium to dark brown. While occasional small deviations from medium to dark brown don't always pose a serious problem, you'll want to be sure to notice unusual bowel movements when they occur. What can cause a dog to have yellow stool? Different colors can mean very different things, so what does yellowish poop say about your dog and its health? Fortunately, yellow stool is one of the least dangerous colors a dog can pass, aside from brown. While there are some potentially dangerous causes, the most common is simply a food intolerance. In some ways, it's similar to the impact on the body you can experience from eating dairy products if you're lactose intolerant, albeit with consistency issues. Other potential problems that can cause yellow stool in a dog include digestion issues, infections, problems with particular organs, and food colorings. Only a few of these are potentially dangerous. The others simply mean you may need to choose a different food or treat for your furry friend. How does diet cause yellow stool? Dietary issues usually come down to food. A change in stool color usually occurs when your pet's food is changed and their stomach doesn't tolerate the new food well. They could be allergic to or intolerant to one of the ingredients in the new food. Whatever the case, their body reacts poorly to eating it, and their stool will be yellow or mixed with yellow bile because their body didn't process it in its rush to expel it. This may be accompanied by stomach pain, indigestion, or diarrhea. Fortunately, it's usually temporary, so if you recently switched food and your dog started having yellow stool, it's fairly easy to return to the previous diet. Pro tip: switching to a new food should be done gradually, over a week to 10 days, to avoid stomach upset. What infections can cause yellow stool? Parasites are a particular concern in puppies, as they may not have been vaccinated yet. There are several types of worms that can cause loose, yellow stool. However, with infections, yellow won't be the only change you'll notice. There may be streaks of blood, it may be very soft or very firm, or even almost watery. In the case of parasites, you might even notice traces of worms in the dog's stool, which is a sure sign of a parasitic infection. If you notice other signs, such as lethargy, difficulty eating, vomiting, runny nose, pain, or other behavioral changes, you should take your dog to the vet for a full examination. Is yellow stool an organic problem in dogs? One of the rarer causes of yellow stool is that it can be a sign of organ problems. Specifically, there are some organs that can cause yellow, yellowish, or even orange stools. The first is the liver. If the liver isn't functioning properly, it can cause stool to turn yellow, and it's definitely something you should check out. What else can cause a dog's stool to be yellow? In this case, anything containing yellow dyes can end up yellow in the stool. However, instead of uniform yellow stool, it will tend to be uneven in color and clump together in certain areas. After all, your pup probably isn't chewing their food properly. Is yellow poop a cause for concern? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's complicated. As I mentioned, food intolerances are by far the most common and reliable cause of yellow stool in dogs. Did you give your dog something new? Is he fine the next day? If so, you probably won't have a problem and just need to choose a different food. Although stomach pain can be intense, it's not that dangerous, except in cases of severe allergies. However, problems like infections and organ failure, gallstones, pancreatitis, or intestinal obstruction can be dangerous or even fatal. On the other hand, if your pup has any symptoms besides yellow poop and perhaps some diarrhea or bloating and abdominal pain, you should definitely take him to the vet. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend. A hug, and until the next video.